Hello friends, it's Tom Day, and today we're going to be playing some more Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls Season 5. So last time we were messing around with the Invoker build, and today we're going to be doing the Captain America build, which is Shield Throw. And I gotta say, this build is wicked fun. So the Invoker build is clearly stronger, but dang. This build is really fun. I'm going to turn the sound up just a teeny tiny bit because I like to hear a little bit of those game sounds while I'm playing. That should be good. Let's see how that sounds. Is this still good? Awesome. So, I'm going to show you just, how do we want to do it this time? Should I jump right into the game, show you a little bit of it? No, you know what? Let's go over the skills first. We'll go over the skills and then the items. So, for skills, this is a shield throw build. And, this skill slot, your left click or whatever button you want. It doesn't have to be left click. I'm just going to go over it. But this particular skill slot is totally up to you and your discretion, whatever you think you want to do. I'm using Shield Glare at the moment. This kind of gives you a little bit of defense. You can blind enemies that are going to hit you, and it makes them take more damage, which is, obviously a good thing. If you don't want to use Shield Glare, there's other things that you could do. If you're in a group judgment with, which one is it? Judgment, Judgment with Resolved is really good for more damage, that kind of thing. But that one's totally up to you. You can decide what you want. Then this is like our damage dealer here, the Big Daddy Blessed Shield Shattering Throw. So when you throw the shield, it explodes into smaller shields. Awesome. I use the Steed Charge because I love going fast. You don't need this. Again, it's not integral to the build. I just enjoy it because being able to get out of things, that kind of stuff is really nice. Steel Skin, or Iron Skin with Steel Skin, some damage reduction. That's always a good thing. I'm using Law of Valor Critical for that big old boost to attack damage. Then we, of course, got Akarat's Champion with the Prophet Rune. A little more defense, a little more damage. Can't go wrong. As for passive skills, Fervor, because we're using a one-hand weapon, which I'll show you in a moment. Long Arm of the Law, just makes Laws of Valor last longer. Can't go wrong again. Towering Shield. This is the other reason why I decided to use Shield Glare, because this reduces the cooldown of Shield Glare and increases our damage of Blessed Shields. Easy choice. Finery, good too. Can't go wrong with Finery, just a bunch more damage. If I had a Hellfire Amulet, which I'd like to get, it'd be good to maybe have Indestructible. But yeah, possibly. Some people have talked about using Holy Cause. I'm not sure about Holy Cause. It gives you more damage, but the life on heal, or like the 1% heal, I don't know if it's really that good. Don't know yet. Okay, so let's go over the gear quickly. Oops, sorry. So for gear, I am using... Oh, where are my runes? Whoops. 1 second, let me put those in there for you. I guess we can do it in a minute. It doesn't make a difference. Anywho, we'll just go from top to the bottom. I'm using Leoric's Crown right now with... you want ancient. So first of all, you really need this. For this build to be good, you have to have ancient items because we are going to use the Legacy of Nightmares set. And the Legacy of Nightmare set is boosted for every ancient item you have. Now, I'm currently using Leoric's Crown, but that's because I have not found a good Andy's Visage. This one would have been, like, perfect. It would have been perfect, but I got Dexterity instead of Strength. The reason this is so good is because you get 20% more holy damage, you get some attack speed, some main stat fight, whatever. You get a socket in there. But, yeah, it's just... It's too bad. Messed up. What can you do? Would have been pretty dang good. It's kind of hard to know the exact what you want on this, but this is definitely the best helm because 20% more holy damage is pretty nice, and you can work around the other stuff. As for shoulders, I'm just using anything that I got, these ancient shoulders here. It would actually be better if these had AoE damage as well, but that's okay. And I would like to see Skeleton King Pauldrons or maybe Deathwatch Mantle. Those would be nice there. Amulet, again, this isn't perfect. I just got holy skills, crit damage, socket. It's good. But it's not. You can't go wrong with it, right? This would be best if it was a Hellfire Amulet with possibly Indestructible. Armor, you want the Akia Cuirass. This is actually awesome because you need the damage reduction because we're never going to spend any Wrath even though we're using Shield Throw, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Gloves, I'm using Gloves of Worship. These are okay. These are perfect rolls. Area damage, crit damage, and main stat. The problem is Gloves of Worship aren't the best gloves for this build. It'd be better if you could have, I don't have a pair of them in here, but St. Andrew's Gauge, which creates a shield for you. It gives you just a little more defense. And that's what I'd like to have. I actually had a pair when the season first came out, but I deleted them by accident. Whoops. That's why you should never delete items if they're ancient. Duh. That was just dumb on my part. The Akon's Manacles, you need these because they increase Blessed Shield damage, obviously. Life on hit's really good. Holy damage is good. Crit damage, or crit percent, both of those are good. Good stats here. As for the belt, I'm using String of Ears. The belt is, you know, again, it's another one of those pieces that you have flexibility over. Just use whatever you got. This isn't even ancient. I don't know. You know what? Wow. I didn't even realize that. I should be using an ancient belt. The Witching Hour would be good if you just want max DPS, because obviously attack speed and crit damage is good. But yeah, I should be using an ancient belt. I should not be using this String of Ears. So I apologize for that. Shoot. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Actually, hold on. What's this guy? We can just throw... We're just going to throw this bad mother on it. I lose some resists, but that's okay. We're just going to throw that on there because it should be ancient. That's just dumb on my part. Apologies. And then again, the rings, crit damage, crit chance, area damage, all this kind of stuff is really good. Obviously, sockets are required. Same thing, crit damage, crit chance, area damage. Pants. These are, again, these are just a random set that I have that are legendary, or I'm sorry, ancient. The best pants are the, where are they? The Pox Folds. And I found an ancient pair, but they only had one socket and no resist all. These are great. You could also, I want to say you might be able to use the hexing pants of maybe because you can move around while you're doing stuff. I don't know. I haven't gotten a pair yet, so I haven't had a chance to play with that. I don't know. And then the illusory boots. These are good for running through enemies. The absolute best ones are ice climbers. And I would be using these, but I'd miss out on 12% bonus shield damage. Or blessed shield, excuse me. And that's not a... I mean, 12% is a lot, but I don't know. It depends. Ice climbers are the best. Illusory boots are definitely good, too. Then we have the Jenkin board. The Jenkin? I don't know. This shield is the beast. I love this thing. So you can see there, the under secondary, Blessed Shield ricochets to 4 additional enemies. And each of those break into 3 because of the Shattering Throw. Now, this one sucks. It's only 4, and I need a 6. Like, that's huge damage increase. It's enormous. And so the rolls are kind of messy, too. Like, they're not bad, but they could be better. And then, of course, oh, man. Gray Falcon's Foot. This thing is sick as hell. So this removes the resource cost of Blessed Shield. So Blessed Shield is free. Free. Costs nothing. That's how come we can use this guy, because we'll have full Wrath all the time. And so we'll have the 50% damage bonus from Makia Kuros, because this thing removes the cost of it. Again, the rolls are all right. Attack speed is not necessary. It'd be probably better if it was percent damage instead. Because, you know, then it would be over 3k damage. It's pretty good. But, I mean, I'm not complaining here. This is an awesome weapon. You can see the rolls. They're pretty solid. They're 100 off of cold damage there. It's nice. And then as for the Kanai's Cube, let's walk over there so you can get an image of the item for yourself so you're not just seeing the words. I'm using Akon's Leniency, and this is, you have to use this pretty much, because every enemy your Blessed Shield hits, it increases the damage by 20%. That's effing crazy, which you'll see why. Because sometimes you'll get this up to like 50 bonuses, and 50 times 20 is a lot of damage. Right now I'm using Nemesis Bracers. However, if I was using Indario's Visage, I would cube Leoric's Crown. But since I'm wearing Leoric's Crown, I just threw in Nemesis Bracers, so when I touch a shield, when I touch a pylon, I get another champion pack. Champion, you know, can't go wrong with that. And then you just Convention of the Elements, pretty standard. Almost every build uses this thing, because you get 200% bonus damage. It's just stupid strong. I was using... That guy, I think his name's Drac or something, he did an insane Google spreadsheet for this season, and I've just been going off of that for this stuff, nothing fancy. And then, so the gems that I'm using right now are Bane of the Trapped, because Bane of the Trapped's just ridiculously strong. Pain Enhancer is really, really good for this build, because you're going to be kind of close. You get a ton of extra attack speed, which means you're chucking shields all over the place. And right now I'm using Bane of the Stricken just because it's 65, and it gives you a little bit extra single target damage against Rift Guardians, which honestly... you don't need for lower level Griffs like 60, 65, that kind of thing. And especially not for T10. You might be better off using something like Esoteric Alteration, but I haven't leveled it up yet, so I haven't had a chance to play with that. Man, my stash is looking real messy because, yeah, I started leveling up a Barbarian to unlock his set dungeon stuff. But anywho, let's jump into... Is that everything right? We went over Paragon. Oh, Paragon points. Oh, hello. Yeah, Paragon's important. Movement speed. So I like to re-roll the movement speed on my boots because you can get something else, right? Like we have 12% shield damage, extra shield, bonus shield damage instead of movement speed. Like that's fantastic. So we're gonna do that. Right now I have 43 crit chance, 300. Okay. So anyways, so then I just put some in movement speed, dump all the rest into strength. With this build, crit chance and critical hit damage are really good. Hey, if you guys don't know, if you press and hold shift while you click these down, you can do them in increments of 10, which is really nice. And I think while Akarat's champion is really nice, I want to say attack speed might be better for this build. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. I'm not 100% on that yet. You know what? We can look at one of the other builds, like the Icy Veins build. There's some really great stuff in there about it. But let's see. The old guys, yeah. Yep, they're saying attack speed over cooldown reduction. Mind you, I didn't come up with this build. This is something that I found online, and I'm gonna post the links to the guides like in the last video, like so you guys can see what's going on. And then so yeah, defense, armor, resist all, life. You know, you can't go wrong with any of this stuff. Life regen, resist all first, then armor, then life. Though resist all is super important. Utility, area damage, life on hit. You can use resource cost reduction if you want to. It doesn't matter. I just use gold find because who cares. So I think that's everything. I'm using a diamond in the helm to have cooldown reduction. You can see cooldown reductions at 4202, which is good. Can't go wrong again. And I'm just using strength gems. Seems to be working out for me. Oh, and you'll notice when we added these 3 extra gems, those 3 gems, because of finery, made our damage go up like 400,000. So we're 1.4 mil. So this is T10. Let's jump in and do a rift. The build's just a ton of fun. I call it the Captain America build just because I want to be just like Cap. Just like Cap. So we're going to run it through. You can see, and you just see the shields just start bouncing all over the place. It's just incredibly cool. I just used shield glare to open a door there because who cares? And, like, here we go. Here's a champion. Or are these champions or rares, right? These are champions, I think, and rares are the yellows. Yeah. Champions are the packs of 3 or plus. Rares are the other ones. But, you know, you just want a ton of things. You just kind of sit there. Boom. This is just... Crusaders have some wicked fun builds this season. It's just, as you can see, we're just, like, shredding this stuff. And, yeah. So I'm going to complete the rift here. I'll keep talking to you guys, but if that's... And I'll post links to the bottom, or like I said, I'll post links to the builds in the bottom of the video description. Not at the very bottom of the video description, but in the video description themselves. And yeah. And I'll post some timestamps if you just want to see me kill the Rift Guardian, that kind of thing. Here we'll pop Akarat. Uh-oh, I'm lagging pretty bad. There we go. You just see just ripping through stuff. And again, you're just... Oh, shielding. Let's get away from that. And just wait till he comes out of being invisible. Where are they? There we go. I just no respect at all for enemies. Just don't care. Just look at them bounce all over the place. It's so awesome. And just think about this. We only have it so it bounces into... We are... Like, our shield could be so much better. It only bounces into... to 2 or 4 times. We could have 2 more. We could have up to 6. That's insane. Insane. But this is my favorite build right now. I'm playing a lot of Thorns just because it's easier to do. I mean, it's ridiculously easy to do greater rifts with. So I've been using that a lot. But this build is way more fun to play. It's just really cool to just chuck your shields all over the place and be super strong like this. I wish we could get a level that was wide open. That would have been neat. I guess I could have, you know, fished for a few. But nah, we'll just roll with it. The reason I want it to be wide open is because it's the first time you see, like, the shields get the stacks. Oh, I should point this out when I find another stack. You'll notice at the bottom, I can't directly, oops. Oh, man. I can't mouse over because I still haven't done that yet, or I don't even know how exactly. But you can see in the bottom, it says 10, 12, 15, where the little shield is. And each one of those stacks is 20% more bonus damage to my shields. This zone is annoying. Where do we go to get out of here? It's probably going to be a circle, isn't it? Oh, no, thank God. Not ready yet. There we go. Like, see, it's just jumping up there. And the damage of the shields just skyrockets. So it's just, I don't know, it's just really cool. And the more things your shields are hitting to, the more damage you're actually doing, which is nice, you know? Builds that scale like that are great. Just because then you can throw yourself into enemies. I mean, mind you, have to be able to survive the enemies, but it's cool because if you can't survive the enemies, you can just throw yourself right into the middle of them and just, you know, run train on everything, just wreak havoc. And I get a big kick out of that. Oh yeah, get those explodey guys. And it's really cool too, because like, you know, you'll just be throwing stuff and shields will just be bouncing all over the place. I popped Iron Skin for no reason. So let's see, make our way to, oh hey, we're gonna level up from this, cool. You'll notice from the last video I got like 40 more Paragon levels. Hey-o! I'm close to 600. That's actually the highest Paragon that I've ever gotten in one season. Cumulatively, I've gotten more than that, but in one season, I've never gone over like 550 or 500. I usually get tired of the season. But this season, I don't know if it's that I'm getting tired less. I think it's actually just that I'm able to clear such high rifts, no problem, that it's fun. And you can notice my little banner, the pennant that's hanging from my back there. You get that for completing all of the, mastering, not completing, all of the, oh god, that's going to kill me, I'm not Invoker. You get that for completing all of the set dungeons. And I gotta say, some of the set dungeons were pretty cool, but the one for Roland's was just yucky. Really, really yucky. It was just, I don't know. I guess it wasn't yucky. No, yucky's a good word, because it wasn't hard, particularly. It wasn't bad. It was just not fun. But that's sort of how to be honest, that's kind of how I feel about the set dungeons in general. It's just kind of like, whatever. It's sort of just a feature that they added that's kind of, it's neat, but it's not something that I really care about, I guess. But it's neat that I can get it is really cool that I get a neat, let's just say neat and cool a whole bunch. The pennant thing on my back, that's fun. And so here's the Rift Guardian. I don't have Accarats up, but we can shield, I mean, you can just see the thing got dumped on. And that's that. Oh, we didn't get a, what you call it this time? No Ramalama Dami Dams, which I actually used in this weapon. So it turned out quite nicely. Let's see. And I'm saving my blood shards for my barbarian because I need those loot socks or socks. Lucolane. I think it's after Lucolane, so loot socks. I want to say. I guess it could be Lucolane. I'm just saying it wrong. Who knows? But yeah. So that is Captain America Crusader. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And watch the other ones if you want to. It's pretty cool. I know the videos are kind of disorganized and that kind of thing, but I try to do a little bit better this time. You know, organized it out for you. Organize, neat. I'm just going to repeat the same words because my vocabulary is lacking this morning. Anywho, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time in the next video, guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Next time. Let's just say next a whole bunch, too. Yeah. Just repeat all of the words forever. All right. Have a great day. Bye.